New at 9, we're learning more details about what led up to a crash on Saturday night in Coweta that involved a police officer after a police chase. We first brought you this on Fox 23 News this morning. I spoke with the Coweta Police Chief today about what happened and their policy for pursuits. Coweta Police Chief Mike Bell says it started when an officer was working a traffic stop around 9:20 Saturday night.
He observed a motorcycle take off from the light and pull a wheelie and then take off.
Bell says the officer took off after the motorcycle that was traveling at a high speed towards 141st Street.
Another officer was up north towards Walmart, heard the radio traffic and decided to get in on the pursuit also.
Chief Bell says as the officer engaged in the chase got to the intersection of Highway 51 and East 111th Street near McDonald's, it appeared that all traffic had stopped.
So he went ahead and tried to go through, and that's when a lady that was turning left onto 111th turned in front of him, and then they both collided at that moment.
The police car burst into flames after the crash in what Chief Bell described as a freak accident, but the officer is thankfully okay.
Where the accident happened, where the Ford Explorer actually hit the other vehicle, crushed the batteries, and also the wiring systems for all the sirens and lights and stuff was all in that one area. So it was a perfect storm for as far as that fire was concerned.
Bell says during that time, the motorcyclist had continued past the intersection and the other officer had ended his pursuit. He did note that the chase was called off prior to the accident.
It's just the officer didn't have time to react to what he heard over the radio before the accident occurred.
Bell says the woman involved in the accident with the officer was actually a first responder. She was taken to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries and is doing okay as of Sunday. Bell says with the help of Wagner County deputies, they were able to locate the motorcyclist on Sunday.
And the deputies were out today scouring the area, going over all the camera footages that they could, and we were able to locate the motorcycle actually coming down 111th right around the time just before the accident took place.
The driver of the motorcycle has been identified as Colton Dwayne Blue. Chief Bell says Blue was arrested Sunday under charges of felony eluding and reckless driving. Bell says the Coweta Police Department actually stopped engaging in these kinds of pursuits for a period of time.
All of a sudden, we had a lot more motorcycles coming through town, doing stuff like this, pulling wheelies, standing on the seat, making it even more dangerous to the public.
Which has resulted in a change in policy for the department.
We will pursue as long as it's safe, and then once they leave the city limits, we'll stop the pursuit at that moment. We just want people to understand that it's a difficult time for us. We're trying to figure out when to protect the public and when to do the right thing for the public.
Chief Bell says he is ultimately relieved that everyone involved is doing okay today.